Hi everyone, this is Jessica L'Whor, and I'm here with Ask a L'Whor. These videos are just turning into something other than Ask a L'Whor, so I'm going to still answer questions that everybody has and whatnot, but I'm going to be changing them around. I'm just going to keep calling them Ask a L'Whor, but this is my 23rd Ask a L'Whor video already, since the one that I already posted. A lot of great views and more questions, and so I'm here to answer them. I'm here in my drag lab getting ready for the Queens Love Marines gig, which is a benefit show hosted by Vivica Galactica for veterans. And then right after that, I will be heading over to Dreamgirls over at M Uptown for the Dreamgirls Cabaret show. So if you didn't make a reservation, you might want to check to see if you can. Usually they're sold out, and it's a great show, so yeah. Come on down. Two great shows tonight. I am really excited to answer these questions. The first one, we're going to jump right into it, is going to be, what would it take you to get booked out of state? I'm really easy in general, and I'm really easy when it comes to figuring out bookings and working with bars and venues. There was one time I was really inspired. Actually, there's been several times I've been very inspired throughout this year, and I wanted to travel more. I sent out probably about 150 invites to bars, venues, gay clubs across the country, really professionally stating out my interest in traveling and willingness to work with bars and venues to try and get some more experience and to meet some new drag culture across the country. I got maybe 5 responses saying, sorry, we only book RuPaul girls out of state. But if you're ever in town, hit me up. I got a lot of, oh, let me ask this person, and never heard back even after following up. And then I didn't hear, from about 120 of them, I didn't hear anything back at all, no response whatsoever. And so I'm still hopeful. And then I did it again a couple months later, I did it again. And so I'm one of those, like, respectfully persistent people to try and get different opportunities. What would it take? Contact me, preferably at least a month in advance, so I am very on top of my schedule for drag in terms of making sure what's happening the month out. It doesn't conflict with anything else that's booked later down the road, and that it doesn't interfere with another commitment. But contact me. I'm really, really willing to work on price, and I don't have a booking fee, but I definitely understand that value of what it is to travel and do drag and not do it for free. And so very accommodating when working with another bar or venue. Sometimes it's all about just getting there, and having a place to stay and for how long. And contact me and we can discuss the details further, but I'd really like to work something out if you're interested in bringing me to wherever you'd like to go. I've been very fortunate enough to get to perform in LA and Wyoming and Arizona, and hopefully soon Chicago and New York, so maybe Florida, fun fact, but we'll see. Too exciting. The next question I have is, Thanksgiving may be over by the time you do another video. That was shady, because I will do better at these videos. But what are you thankful for this year? I am thankful for so many things this year. I'm thankful for the family that has supported me, and my chosen family and my real family, those people that have supported me and helped me through a very difficult time. I'm very thankful for the opportunities that I've been given with my drag career, and not even thinking or understanding or believing in myself enough to think that I'd be where I am now. And so I'm very grateful and thankful to that. I'm very thankful that I was able to graduate with an education, and I'm very thankful to have an education. I'm very thankful for some very individual people in my life that have contributed to key moments this year. Has been quite the trip, and it's still continuing to figure itself out, but I'm very thankful to Cristal in so many ways, Mia Stacks, my friend Chris, my friend Rowan, my friend Tyler, the Shears family I'm very thankful for. Um, there are very specific people, Bella Couture. There are very specific people that I'm super thankful for, because they helped me at a key point where I needed a support system and I needed people in my life, and so I will never forget those moments or individuals for those interactions that we've had. Um, I'm very thankful to have a job and a place to live and to be adulting and making some really huge life changes this year. Some that I'm still very much so struggling with, but I'm thankful for my health, especially with all the recent stuff that's been happening. And I think there's a lot of privilege that comes into it that I recognize, and a lot of thankfulness and a lot of hard work at the same time. And so I could go on and on about the things that I'm thankful for, but I'm very thankful for all of my L'Whors out there that have driven me. There's at least one person every single time that inspires me and continues to drive me to want to dress up like a woman 4 nights a week just for fun. And so I'm very thankful for everyone that's followed me and supported me and shared things and liked things and helped inspired me, I guess. So thank you. My next question is, what inspired you to do drag, and what was your first time doing drag like? Oh, Lord. I hated drag. I wanted to start off saying that. I hated drag. I thought the drag scene was kind of disgusting. I was also coming into the phase where I was just starting to accept my bisexuality. At the time, that's how I identified, and so I hated drag. I watched like half an episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. I thought it was weird. I didn't like it. I didn't like drag queens that were scary. I didn't understand it. I literally at one point remember saying it was a disgusting habit. And now look at me. And basically the inspiration came in two parts. The push or drive to do drag came from an ex-boyfriend. I don't even call him a boyfriend. An ex-person I was dating, who was really into drag. This was like 4 years ago, maybe 4.5 years ago, and they really were into it, and I supported them, but I didn't support the thing, and they took me to my first drag show. And I remember watching at Trax, I don't know if it was Ultimate Queen or not, but Ginger Douglas performing, and she was wearing a gown, and she was doing this song, and it got to this point where she was like moaning or fingering herself on stage, and I was just like mesmerized, and I thought it was fantastic and entertaining, and I was inspired by her, to be honest with you. It got to the point where I only liked fishy drag queens, so if you looked like a real woman in drag, then I liked you, but I hated the scary drag queens. I remember at one point not liking Nina Flowers because she scared me because her makeup was so dramatic and so intense, and I've definitely educated myself and learned a lot more being in the scene now and over those course of the years, but at the time, only fishy drag queens, people that could pass for being real females. And so originally that was the first queen I ever watched perform live was Ginger Douglas, and so she was inspiring to me. And then the next time was technically my first performance at Colorado State University. Victoria Sexton was hosting the show at CSU, and I remember being backstage, shaking, almost breaking my friend's hand, almost to the point of tears, crying because I was so scared and so nervous, and I had so much self-doubt, and everyone was going to see me, and what if I was weird, and it was just really kind of scary, definitely. And I remember being scared, and her coming up to me and her telling me that people came here to see me perform, and that regardless of what I do on the stage, that everyone's going to love it. And I don't know why that was so inspirational or so empowering, but it got me up and to perform, and I never felt better, but I don't think I would have gone on if it wasn't for Victoria Sexton. And so remembering those two people inspired me to be doing this now. I always have that mantra. As long as, people come to watch the show, as long as there's one person that is enjoying what I'm doing, then I did my job. And I'm very inspired by that. And I'm now realizing that this is all messed up and it doesn't look off and I kind of look slanted, so I'll be tilting my head a lot tonight. But yeah, those were my inspiration. My first performance was technically a group performance at CSU, but my first solo performance was at a really sketchy dive bar in Loveland called Suede. And it was a red, white, and blue show, and I did Missy Elliott and Tweet, and I stripped off a bunch of shit, and I was like overwhelmed with doing one number and then wish I had done a second number, but it was really intense and really powerful. But that was my first performance, basically a hot mess express. I wore like liquid foundation and some blush, but I still look like a lady. Look at my old photos. Yeah, those are my questions. Those were really great. I'm going to do a JBF later, probably tomorrow, and some other things to try and switch up my videos. If you want to see me do videos of random things, comment below with what you'd like to see me do videos of, and I will try my best to accomplish that. Otherwise, thank you for watching Ask a L'Whor. Find me on Instagram at _L.whor. Find me on Facebook and like my page. Add me as a friend if you can. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and share my videos if you want to. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.